Section 11.
So we've come to a conclusion, at least of the matches. We've got some information that we hope to have for you. And
well, we found out that Section 2 indeed did win the tournament with 229 points. Section 8 came in second with 209 points, and Section 3 third with 194 points. The thing I'd like to mention here is that Section 3 had the most champions here tonight. They had 5 state champions. Section 2 had 4. Section 8 only had 2, and yet they took second place. And Section 11 had 3 state champions, and that's the 14 state champions that we have here tonight in the 1982 New York State Wrestling Championship.
Quite interesting, and as we get set here, we see Reed Hawk, who, as usual, put on a great tournament, who is really in charge of putting this whole extravaganza together. And Reed, we were just mentioning Section 3 came in third this year, but they had the most state champs with 5. Section 2 had 4 and Section 8 had 2, so a good year for Section 3, a good year for the tournament, obviously. How did you think it went?
It went well. The competition probably in all the weight classes was probably the best we've seen in years and years, and this is what many of the comments I've heard as I've gone in amongst the crowd. There just wasn't an easy weight class for any of these guys, and we are impressed with the caliber of wrestling we saw this year. To get 5 champions this year is really a tremendous feat, and a credit to Section 3. Section 2's got to be congratulated because their program's been coming, and you know it's ripe. Section 5 won it last year, now Section 2. This is good because when a section or 2 dominates year in and year out, sometimes you suppose it would lose interest for others, but it just goes to show you that the wrestling's on a good even keel, and that other areas are improving and coming along and doing the job they're supposed to.
Just a quick question. Doug and I have been talking with Wayne and some of the other coaches from Section 3. We don't want to dwell on it, but there is talk about next year having that invitational, dual meet invitational to determine the ultimate champion, dual meet champion in their team, I should say, in the state. What about that?
Well, this is a result of the New York State Cup that is so-called. It's been held at West Point for the last couple of seasons. Our committee is taking a look at it. We're meeting in late April as a committee, and it's on our agenda. We've got to discuss it and see just what the merits are, what time of year to hold it, how do we invite the teams. There's a lot to it, and there's some enthusiasm gathered in all corners to see if perhaps it might be a good program that would be sanctioned by the state. And we don't know. There's a lot of things, a lot of questions, and we're studying. The section chairmen have been sent back to their respective areas to investigate and talk with their coaches and see what the interest would be there. So it's a wait and look and see, and end of April we'll have something on it.
All right, and we'll certainly be looking forward to that. Doug, we got some information about most outstanding wrestler. What do we got?
The most outstanding wrestler for today's tournament was the 145 champion, John Cardee from Section 2.
Burn Hills High School, I believe.
Correct. And second place was Tim Green right here from Section 3, Liverpool High School.
So the most outstanding wrestler, Reed, I don't know if you were aware that we just got the information, Cardee, who will have a chance to come back and perhaps be a 3-time state champ since he's only a junior this year.
Right. Very outstanding boy. I watched him this summer in the National Sports Festival, and boy, the wrestled hurt and suffered a lot of pain, and really, really is a nice boy and a good wrestler. John's going to be back. Chances are he will be a 3-time state champion.
I was quite impressed with Timmy Green. I thought he wrestled a very, very smart match at 215.
Yes, I was too. I really didn't have a feeling one way or other. I'd seen Scott Sabo, who was a Greco-Roman champion at the National Sports Festival, and I figured maybe this is where Tim was going to meet his Waterloo. But honest to God, I just really believed he is a good wrestler, no doubt about it. He is strong, and he uses his strength well. He's got great balance. It's a shame, in a sense, to think that maybe he might be going on to a great football career and
no more wrestling.
Not fill out the wrestling part of it. The coach has got to be drooling after they saw that situation. But Coach Mack is happy, and I'm sure he came through with the tournament uninjured and healthy, and this is going to be a good boy to watch for the next 4 years at SU.
Well, Reed Hawk, we certainly appreciate your stopping by to talk to us, and you've done a great job in a great tournament. Congratulations to you, and we've got to say some thanks to some other people also. So while we're on the subject of thanks, as we said, Reed Hawk gets a big thank you from us for his cooperation in a great tournament. We'd like to take this opportunity to express our appreciation, of course, to the many people who made it possible to bring this fine athletic contest to our cable viewers. First and foremost, of course, is the Wrestling Committee of New York State Public High School Athletic Association, who invited us to be a part of this event. And of course, we talked to Al Doyle, and it was great. The cooperation and courtesy extended to us by this group under the leadership of the wrestling chairman, Reed Hawk, whom we just talked to, has been immeasurable. And a special vote of thanks to Pete Napier and Dennis Snow, Bob English, here from the War Memorial crew. They did a great job. They always help us out every year. Of course, none of this would be possible without the dedication and, of course, of our technical crew, which is made up entirely, and a lot of people don't realize, of high school kids and college kids. They do a great job. They put in 16, 18, 24 hours over this two-day tournament, and they've done a great job before this 82 tournament was over. So I'm very impressed. A smoothly run tournament, and Doug Hartman, it's been a joy working with you. And for Doug Hartman, this is Dale Dreifel just saying thanks for joining us here on Cable Sports.